and welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to make a dubstep in the style of Caspa, inspired by his tracks Rubber Chicken, For the Kids and My Pet Monster. The project file, samples and presets are available for a small contribution in the description, and please do like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. My textured basses serum pack is worth checking out if you like this style and is linked in the description. As always, you can drop your requests for future videos in the comments. Our BPM is 140 and this project has a chromatic feel like Rubber Chicken, but using minor seconds and one note bass lines will also work well for this style. Let's start with the kick. Next, we have the rest of the drums. Starting with the snare, which is inspired by For the Kids and is from the Funky Drummer Break. Then we have the hats. We have an open and closed hat in a drum rack, and these are in a choke group too. Then we have the shaker. Next up, there's the zaps. That one is a reverse zap, and these samples are inspired by those heard in For the Kids. Then we have the reverbed hits. Background reverb hits are something common in Caspa's music, and there's a dedicated reverb on the group. I'm using the Empty Club preset here. All the MIDI in the group has this MPC groove applied for added swing. We have parallel saturation. And this makes the snare sound crunchy. I noticed that the percussion in Rubber Chicken is quite saturated, and this influenced my approach here. The damping in drum bass helps roll off the harshness caused by the saturation. Then we have EQ and reverb via Send A, which again is the Empty Club preset. Next we have the basses. Starting with this main wobble bass. The pattern's alternating between two notes like in My Pet Monster. In Massive, oscillator 1 is a square wave which has been taken down by 2 octaves, and oscillator 2 is another square wave taken down by 1 octave. The amplitude of oscillator 2 is being increased throughout via automation. I noticed the timbre of the basses changing in My Pet Monster, so this was something I tried to implement here. The phase modulation is directed to oscillator 2, and its amount is modulated by envelope 2. We have a low pass filter with its cutoff modulated by LFO5. There's classic tube and a low boost EQ applied in the effects too. Next, we have the wobble effects. The patch is almost identical to the previous bass, but the filter's cutoff has been increased, so the filter opens more. The automation is still present. And there's an echo with its dry-wet being modulated. I've also automated a high-pass EQ, so low bass and sub-frequencies aren't echoed, as this can sound quite muddy. Finally, there's the 808. This bass line has a chromatic feel, with notes appearing on intervals next to one another. In Serum, we have a square wave taken down by 2 octaves and a low pass filter with drive. Its cutoff has been taken down. In the effects, there's distortion, and in the matrix, the master tuning is being modulated by LFO1, which is creating the quick pitch drop, which results in a kick-like attack. On the group, there's drum bus, EQ, removing rumble, and sidechaining from the kick. Plus reverb via A. Finally, we have the FX. This downer is made in Serum. We have the Aircan 5 noise running into a low pass filter with its cutoff modulated by LFO1 and high resonance and drive. Then there's dimension expander for width and distortion. Next, we have the sweep effects. Like the downer, this is running through a low pass filter with a resonance to create that sweeping effect. The crash reverse has an auto filter too. These types of creepy filter sweep effects are heard throughout Caspa's productions, and as I've said in the previous videos on similar artists, effects are crucial if you're trying to recreate an early dubstep aesthetic. On the group, there's drum bus, EQ, Serum effects with phaser, which adds further movement via modulation, mono utility, and reverb via A. And that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave any questions in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.